Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video we're gonna check out What If Civilization Started Over, episode 4. In the last episode, we saw that, there was some expansion happened, such as this yellow team broke away from the red team, expanding all the way into Australia and taking some more of these islands in Indonesia. And this green team also expanded right here. The blue team expanded a bit, meeting up with the Koreans and also taking out the rest of the Philippines. The red team also took over this part of Australia. And the Koreans expanded and put some of their soldiers on the border of the blue team. The green team that was over here kind of like collapsed into several different countries. And we saw the red team jump in on this opportunity and invade them, and they took quite a bit of land here. But they made this area into a puppet state. And we saw these guys expanding their country. Let's get into this, shall we? So the first thing that happens is, well, the red team is going to expand just a little bit of their Australian area. Seeing what happened to the green team when they expanded way too fast, such a short time, they're going to learn from that mistake and just expand little by little. They even decide to expand their puppet state just a little bit. The blue team over here is just going to expand along the border of the red team. And the blue team also will take a bit of this land along the border of the purple Korean team. Seeing this, the Korean team puts more troops along here. Because they feel a little threatened by this action. Speaking of the Koreans, they will expand their country just a little bit more, connecting their entire country up. Taking over all of this land. We take quite a bit of land over here. Almost meeting up with Lake Baikal. Also, they are the first to land inside of North America, completing their little mission here. And they start taking over some of the land in Alaska. What the hell? Yes, they do take quite a bit of the land over here. Because they were the first to meet up with the continent. They established a little colony here. We also see the green team over here expanding their country, taking over this island chain here, being the first to land in Papua New Guinea, take over all of these islands over here. They also take part of this island and part of this island. The yellow country here is gonna take the rest of this island here. And starting to expand into Papua New Guinea as well. Meeting up with the green team's part of the island. Establishing their own part. They also expand quite a bit over here in Australia. Meeting up with the red team's border. The red team's not going to do anything about that because they respect their independence. The yellow team also takes just a bit of this land over here. The red team will also just take the rest of this land right here. And also just like fixing this area up here for their puppet state. This country that recently broke away from the alignment country is going to expand their country a little bit, almost reaching this lake. They also just expanded quite a bit over here. This Caspian country here is going to expand quite a bit here. Almost reaching the Black Sea. This other Caspian country is going to expand, cutting off this red team from expanding. And these guys are the first to meet up with the Black Sea, cutting off access to the Black Sea right here from this Caspian country. This green country right here is going to take Cyprus and start taking over some of this other land here. Also, they will expand their area inside of Africa. These guys will just expand quite a bit into Africa. So will these guys. And these guys will also do the very same. And the pink team here will also expand their borders. They will expand quite a bit over here. And over here to the Cape Verde Islands. They also expand their borders along here. They also will expand inland. A bit. The red team will also do something quite interesting. They'll be using their puppet state to invade a country here. What country might this be? Well, they will be invading this country right here, capturing their capital city, and completing their invasion. And in the peace treaty, we just see full annexation by their puppet state. But they also are on another conquest. They also take this country's capital and invade them right here. Just trying to, like, fix their borders. And they'll be taking quite a bit of land, leaving them up here. They'll also just take a bit of this Caspian coast as well. They also take some of their land and their capital as well. Just taking quite a bit of their land up here, leaving them like this. So the red team's just expanding their puppet state. So that's kind of interesting. Also, we're gonna need to give these two countries right here their new capital cities. They'll put their new capital right here, away from the red team's puppet. They also put their capital up here. But they're also gonna do an invasion of this country. Which it just really is this similar to the country that they broke away from. Oh well, but they do take their capital city and completely take them over. Completely take them out. And this country right here is gonna finish the job. Taking the rest of the country over. And the peace treaty is gonna be the annexation. Wait, I should have, like, kind of lightened up their border here to show that they're also invading. There we go. So, in the treaty, we see that this country just gets evenly split up. Also, this red country is gonna get invaded by their neighbors. This country will invade them. This country will also be invading them. This country will also invade them. Hoping to expand. This country will also invade. This country right here is going to do a naval invasion. And they take their capital and taking over this area. These guys will take over and will invade this area. This area will fall over here. These guys will take this area. And this blue team will take the rest. Let's look at this peace treaty. Hold on 1 second. There. So the treaty will be something like this. So these guys will take over quite a bit of land here. These guys will take this land right here. Taking quite a bit of land here. These guys will take this area. These guys will take all of this. And the rest will go over to this guy. Let's look at the blue team and the Koreans. So the blue team is already starting their invasion of the Koreans. And they start to take over some of their land here. Luckily, the Koreans were prepared for this and they are able to push them back. All the way down to their border. But they also will invade up here. But the Koreans also are not too weak because they also will be invading into the blue team, taking quite a bit of their land. They encircled troops over here and wipe them out completely. What the? Huh? And wiping out these troops. they're able to completely push them out of their country here. Make a lot of moves. They are able to capture Taiwan, a major port city, port area for the blue team. They also managed to break through defensive lines over here in this newly acquired land, taking it with relative ease. The red team, seeing this, is gonna go over to the blue team and invade. They're gonna invade the blue team as well, hoping to get some of their lost land back, just a little. This is gonna be a two-front war for the blue team. They will not be able to fight. But, the blue team is not going to do too well since the green team is going to invade since the green team over here is going to invade them as well. They take over Borneo. And start taking over some of their land over here. Inside of Malaysia. They also take over some of the Filipino areas. This orange country here is going to take some more of this area. And start their own invasion into the blue team. Wait. Oh, crap. Probably lighten up their colors to show that they're invading. So they will begin to invade the blue team here, threatening their capital city. And the red team will, of course, stop their invasion and surrender. So we can go ahead and look at this peace treaty. Alright, there is going to be some land exchange on the border here. So the blue team will get some of this land. But they will lose some land to the Koreans. Specifically, all of this land over here will fall over to the Koreans. It was a better idea to invade, but at least they got some land out of it. But they were going to get rolled over, though, because they violated independence. That's why the red team joined, because they violated their independence. They also do capture some of this land over here on the coast. And they also take part of the Taiwanese islands. And the red team will also take some of the land here. They take some of this land along the border. They do take some of the land along the border here, but not too much land, because they don't want their population to break away again. But they also do establish another puppet state. right over here along this area of the blue team. Something like this will look pretty good. I know it's hard to see the puppet state's color. It's not my fault, it's a puppet. It's hard to see. The green team takes Borneo away from the blue team. Which is a major loss for the blue team. Because they were putting population over here, but the population no, goes over to the green team. The green team also takes some of this land over here. Some of this Filipino land right here will go over to them. And also some of this Malaysian land goes over to them as well. And this orange country here will take the Andaman and the rest of these islands here. And some of this land right here as well. Now we can go back over to the red team here and just do a bit of this. But wait, that wasn't all for the blue team because something else just happened. Because the independence movement, some parts of the country are breaking out. And we see that the blue team is gonna get, a rebellion. Specifically over here in the Philippines, where these guys will break away. Because they did get invaded. They were getting invaded. They were gonna fall. They were about to get invaded before the blue team surrendered. And the part of the Philippines does break away. And also part of their border over here does break away. A major area did just start breaking away. And other rebellions start to ensue. One is over here on this part of the country. Let me see if I've used this color. Yeah, I haven't. And they take over this area. Wait, have I used this color yet? No. But we do see one more rebellion right on the border of the red team here. This isn't funded by the red team, but these guys are just gonna declare independence away. And the blue team is just losing some areas of their country. They'll be forced to give them independence. And the red team is gonna make them do it. Because they don't want the blue team to be too mad. So they're just gonna... So now let's see their new capital. The capitals of these new countries. So this country's capital will be right on the border here. They'll put their capital over here in Taiwan. And their capital will go right here. And, we're also gonna see a new civilization kind of start. Somewhere else in the world. And this is gonna be the yellow country. Their country will start all the way over here inside of Iberia, taking over some of this land here. Taking this land area. I'm gonna have to darken the color of their capital, which will be right here. But that's a new civilization we're gonna see. And that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.